Well, another name has entered the 2020 presidential race, and it's a familiar face here in Montana.
Montana's outgoing governor, Steve Bullock, officially joining more than 20 other Democrats in the race to the Oval Office.
MTN chief political reporter Mike Dennison was at Bullock's campaign kickoff events in Helena today and files this report on the not unexpected move by our governor.
Governor Bullock officially launched his presidential bid at 4 a.m. Mountain Time, releasing a 2-minute 44-second video that outlines his campaign themes and a declaration of his candidacy.
I'm Steve Bullock, and I'm running for president. With your help, we will take our democracy back.
The video focuses on Bullock's fight against corporate and dark money in campaigns, referencing the notorious past political power of Montana's Copper Kings, and says he'll fight against what he calls a corrupt system.
That's why we need to defeat Donald Trump in 2020 and defeat the corrupt system that lets campaign money drown out the people's voice, so we can finally make good on the promise of a fair shot for everyone.
It also notes his re-election victory in a state won by Trump in 2016 and his progressive policy victories on Medicaid expansion and education spending. Bullock's also planning an event later today at Helena High School, where national media will be on hand to film his encounter with students in a classroom. But once today's launch publicity subsides, Bullock has a steep hill to climb to become relevant in the presidential contest. He's the 22nd Democrat to get in the race, and observers say he'll be competing against far more experienced political hands and fundraisers. Yet he's not without some experienced hands of his own. The Hill, a D.C. publication, reported Monday that one of his top advisors worked for the presidential campaigns of Al Gore and John Edwards, and that he's being advised by Jennifer Palmieri, a director of communications for the Obama White House. He also has staffers on the ground in Iowa, site of the nation's first presidential nominating caucus next February. Bullock is being mentioned in some Democratic presidential primary polls. In an online poll completed last week by a national firm, Bullock, along with several other candidates, registered at 1%. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Now, although no official announcements have been made yet, political reports that Governor Bullock is one of 19 candidates who have already met the Democratic Party's requirements for the first debate, which will be held in Miami at the end of June.
Well, on his first official campaign swing for president, Bullock is heading off to Iowa this week, the site of the first in the nation presidential nominating primary, which will take place next February.
Today, he kicked off his campaign with his formal announcement at Helena High School, where the two-term governor attended high school. Then on Thursday, Bullock is off to Iowa. His first stop will be in Des Moines.
Campaign stops across Iowa are planned through Saturday with events across the Hawkeye State. Bullock's campaign has claimed Iowa to be their primary focus.